This probably sounds very familiar to you. Imagine someone who really wants to go pro. He's putting in the work every day, playing 1v1s against better players, VOD reviews, and a lot of scrims. He's so hyped for the up and coming FNCS because he's been doing so good in these scrims. He's at the peak of his career for sure, so surely he's going to do good on FNCS. Let's see how he does. The first week of FNCS comes up. Okay, opens didn't go as well as expected. He only just qualified, but whatever bro, could have just been a bad day. Okay, now time for semis. All he needs to do is top 50 and he's gonna be in the finals. Wait a minute, this is not going well at all. 4 games in and he just cannot get to endgame. He's just so nervous it seems. So much to the point where he's hardly even playing like he usually does in scrims and 1v1s. He's shaking, hesitating, and making way safer plays than he usually does. He won't admit it, but the real reason he's like this right now is because he really doesn't want to look bad to everyone who's watching. He just wants to prove them wrong and show them how much he's actually been grinding. Okay, even if this is just sounding a little familiar, there's something I can share with you here that's going to be so valuable and help you so much. Realize that in a couple years or even just a couple months, absolutely no one is going to care if you place 5th or 60th in that tourney. Even if you won World Cup, yeah, people are going to care for a few years, but in a long enough time frame, they won't at all. It's kinda sad, but you can use this to your advantage. But I know bro, it's one thing just to say, okay, I'm not going to care at all anymore because in a long enough time frame, no one's going to care how I placed. And another thing to actually believe this mindset and have it working for you. This advice isn't going to help instantly. It's going to have to be something where you're constantly reminding yourself of this concept until it becomes ingrained into your mind, which is when it will actually start having an effect. But there's something else to all of this. Sometimes people are always thinking of what the worst possible outcome will be in the game or tournament they're in. Like we could die just before endgame here, or imagine if we choked so hard and didn't even qualify past opens and everyone made fun of us. Then they tend to have these bad situations happen to them more simply because they're just thinking about them happening. If you're like this, simply just force yourself to start thinking about good outcomes. Like imagine if we top 3 this game and qualify to finals this tournament. At the start, it might literally feel like you're lying to yourself, but keep at it and you'll watch your mindset actually change. Then it sounds crazy, but your actions will start to line up with your beliefs and you'll start playing way more confident with less nerves. You've just made it through the entire video, so you clearly want to go pro in Fortnite, meaning you might be interested in an hour-long one-on-one private coaching session with me where we go over exactly how you can go pro from where you're currently at in your Fortnite career. Just click the link in the description for more info.